This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. College students took the brunt of the blame for a spike in COVID cases in Wisconsin today. Governor Evers asking them to be more responsible.
It was a big part of the governor's extended mask order and public health emergency, both released this morning, just a day before UW-Madison's dorm quarantines are set to end. Our Gabby Becerra is downtown where she spoke with students today. Gabby?
Eric and Susan, Evers says 5 times as many 18 to 24-year-olds are testing positive for coronavirus right now than any other age group. He says that's a big reason why the average daily cases are more than doubling to about 1,800. UW-Madison students we spoke with today think the university is doing the best they can to keep students safe in a COVID-19 environment. The school locked down 2 dorms and paused in-person classes through at least Friday. And the students told me they are supportive of Evers' extension, but they know not all of their peers will be.
The majority of students, or at least a good part of it, were saying, I'm just going to get COVID to get it over with. And that's not the best mindset to have. I personally, we have a close-knit friend group, like we're staying safe.
A UW-Madison spokesperson says the school is also taking similar actions to Evers on campus to emphasize health and safety. She did not tell us if the school intended to extend its virtual-only classes. A part of UW's effort is to require masks both inside and outside. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, we'll share how businesses say some people need a reminder on some mask etiquette.
Gabriella Becerra live downtown. Gabby, thank you. UW System President Tommy Thompson is reacting to the extended mask mandate by saying UW System students are being tested at a rate of up to 5 to 10 times the average Wisconsin resident. He went on to say higher education is essential, and we are gratified to see students responding and cases decreasing on several campuses.
And Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says UW-Madison is doing the right thing by ramping up testing, isolating students and dorms, but she says containing the virus locally is difficult to do.
I think the university is taking steps to do so in terms of the warnings and other discipline that they are giving to students that are not following the guidelines. And I'm hopeful that that will help. You know, frankly, at the end of the day, what we really need is national leadership on this. And we need a national testing program, and we need a national masking program. And, you know, absent that, it's going to be very, very hard for any individual city, county, or state to get this under control on our own.
Virtual learning is going to last an extra week in 2 Rock County schools. Craig High School and Roosevelt Elementary School in Janesville temporarily switched from in-person to online classes earlier this month to prevent a COVID-19 outbreak. This was supposed to last through this week, but the district pushed it back until October 2nd. During this time, school meals will be available free of charge for students. The meals will be offered curbside at both Craig High School and Roosevelt Elementary School between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m.
The United States has surpassed 200,000 deaths now from coronavirus, according to Johns Hopkins University. The milestone comes just 8 months after the first positive case was identified in a state of Washington traveler. That was back on January 21st. The U.S. leads the world in coronavirus deaths and still has the most cases in the world. More than 6.8 million people have gotten sick since January. There are more than 30 million cases worldwide. Nearly 1 million people have now died. At the nation's capital, thousands of flags blanket the National Mall in D.C. today, honoring the 200,000 Americans killed by the coronavirus. Each one of the 20,000 flags represents 10 people whose deaths are linked to COVID-19.
It's almost incomprehensible, the level of anguish. To me, it is also incomprehensible that we have no national plan, no national help for our people.
Nationwide, the average rate of new coronavirus cases has increased to roughly 40,000 per day.
The number of single-day hospitalizations due to COVID-19 in Wisconsin nearly doubled today. Health officials say 73 more were hospitalized, while another 7 people died as a result of complications. State and county health officials recorded 1,521 new cases. The state's lifetime total has reached more than 104,000 confirmed cases, with 14 13.2% still active. Out of the 12,500 tested in the past day, DHS officials say 13.3% of those results came back positive. That's a drop of more than 5 percentage points compared to yesterday. As for UW-Madison, 19 more students and staff have tested positive for COVID-19. The university says because campus testing is conducted Monday through Friday, only a small number of tests are returned on Monday and reported on Tuesday. The 7-day % positive rate for students tested on campus is 5.7%.
And Wisconsin has been re-added to the Chicago travel order. The order applies to individuals who are coming from Wisconsin to Chicago or to Chicago residents who travel to Wisconsin and then return. Travelers must quarantine for a 14-day period when returning. The order includes 18 states now and Puerto Rico.
A Centers for Disease Control and Prevention advisory panel will delay a vote on who should get a coronavirus vaccine first. The vote was expected to happen today, but now the panel will study the issue further. There is general agreement that frontline healthcare workers should be the first to get a vaccine when one is approved, but it's unclear who should be next in line. People at high risk for COVID-19 complications, such as the elderly and people with underlying conditions, or essential workers.
Traditional trick-or-treating should be discouraged this Halloween. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC cautioning that many Halloween activities are high risk and should be avoided, including traditional door-to-door trick-or-treating, so-called trunk-or-treat events with cars lined up in large lots, and crowded indoor costume parties. One-way trick-or-treating where bags are lined up to grab while social distancing. They say that would be a moderate risk. So are small outdoor costume parades and parties where people are 6 feet apart and wearing protective masks.
To weather now. It's the first day of fall today, and it was a mild one, but we might see some rain later this week. Let's get a first check on the forecast with Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, mainly it'll be Thursday afternoon and early Thursday evening. Had to add a chance for showers and thunderstorms at that time, but most of the rest of the time it'll be dry. Live view from the Queeby Radio Skycam in Platteville shows hazy sunshine. Again, that wildfire smoke not as prevalent today, but you can see a visible cloud track. Not much in the way of cloudiness across the upper Midwest, and not a drop of rain anywhere around Wisconsin. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 70s, a few places around the 80-degree mark, including Boscobel and La Crosse. By tomorrow morning, temperatures will drop into the middle 50s. Look for partly sunny skies tomorrow. Another very mild day with a high temperature of 79. Again, there is a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening before a better chance of rain arrives early next week, along with cooler temperatures. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. A Columbia County man is charged with child neglect, accused of leaving his children at home and going out drinking. The Columbus Police Department says 28-year-old Timothy Hensler of Columbus has been charged with 4 counts of felony child neglect. Police spotted him and a woman walking downtown Columbus about 1 o'clock Sunday morning. Officers said they were having trouble walking, so they offered them a ride home. When they got there, officers said a 6-year-old boy was on the porch crying. 3 other children, ages 5, 4, and 15 months, were found inside the home with no adults present. Columbia County Human Services placed the children with a family member.
U.S. Attorney General William Barr is in Milwaukee today sharing an update on Operation Legend. That operation, launched by the U.S. Department of Justice, was designed to fight violent crime. Milwaukee is one of 6 cities currently involved in Operation Legend, along with Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, Kansas City, and Albuquerque.
So far, countrywide, we've made 3,500 local, state, and federal arrests with more than 800 defendants charged with federal crimes. Here in Milwaukee, we have charged 47 defendants for federal crimes, including narcotics and serious firearm violations.
As a part of Operation Legend, a federal prosecutor in Milwaukee says police have broken up a drug trafficking operation that was moving marijuana, heroin, and cocaine from California to Wisconsin. 26 people have been charged, and 21 of them were arrested today.
In 4 days, we'll find out President Trump's pick to fill the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's Supreme Court seat. Senate Republicans say they have the votes to move forward on a Supreme Court nominee after Utah's Mitt Romney announced he will back a vote.
If a nominee actually reaches the floor, that I will vote based upon the qualifications of that nominee.
I'll be voting against the process of moving forward. I'll be voting against whatever's there because it's not right.
CBS News has learned the president met in person with one of the frontrunners on his short list, federal appeals judge Amy Coney Barrett. Judge Barrett, a favorite among religious conservatives. More than half of swing voters surveyed in a new CNBC Change Research poll say President Trump should not be able to nominate a replacement if he loses his bid for re-election. Wall Street's iconic Fearless Girl statue is wearing a lace collar to honor Justice Ginsburg. Ginsburg typically wore a lace collar on the bench. Like the statue, Ginsburg was also an icon in the fight for women's rights in the United States. One of her many achievements was launching the ACLU's Women's Rights Project. Ginsburg was also a New York City native.
Today is a good day to register to vote if you haven't done it already. Every fourth Tuesday in September is National Voter Registration Day. It was first observed in 2012. More than 300,000 Americans registered that year. Coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 6, we'll tell you how several groups throughout Madison are trying to get as many people registered to vote as possible.
More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, the latest on the Breonna Taylor case, as Louisville police say 6 of their officers are being investigated. And coming up tonight at 6, the community is demanding answers after the death of a Monona man after a car chase. We'll have the latest on that investigation coming your way next hour. And on Wall Street, the Dow bouncing back from big losses on Monday with a 140-point gain. The Nasdaq adds 185. The S&P 500 adds 34.5. And we'll be right back.
Add style to your bathroom with Menards. Shop our great selection of Dakota vanities. With generous interior storage and a variety of finishes, styles, and sizes to choose from, you'll find the perfect fit for your bathroom. Like this Monroe vanity. It has a shaker-style design that's both modern and rustic. Right now, save 11% on all Dakota vanities at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Great day on the lake.
It is.
Lunch is cooking.
And I saved a bunch of money on my boat insurance with Geico.
Are you?
Fellas, can it get any better than this? Whoa. My old hairstyle grew back.
So did mine.
What? I was an 80s kid.
It only gets better when you switch and save with Geico.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
A look at the extra efforts on National Voter Registration Day to make sure all voices are heard in November. And Dane County's budget includes up to $2 million for a minority-owned business incubator on Madison's South Side. The story at 6.
Road closures, slick conditions, poor visibility. Don't let traffic delays mess with your commute. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate first warn traffic report so you know what to expect before you head out the door. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A local group is praising the decision to hire former Madison Police Chief Noble Ray to help investigate Jacob Blake's shooting.
Ray won't make a final decision, but he will offer his perspective. Amy Reed live in downtown Madison to share what that group had to say. Amy?
Well, more than 7 years ago, Noble Ray retired from working in this building, and he's gone on to help departments across the country better their practices, especially when it comes to use of force. Today, one group couldn't tell me enough positive things about Ray's next task.
Having an evaluation of the facts conducted by a consultant will help reach the most just outcome in this case.
At the direction of the Kenosha District Attorney, Attorney General Josh Call announced yesterday a new expert will analyze what led to police shooting Jacob Blake.
I consider my role primarily in doing three things. One is not to prejudge. That's number one. Number two is to provide insight and perspective. As a former law enforcement official, as a citizen of Wisconsin.
Noble Ray will take the investigative file from the DOJ when they finish their investigation, and he'll turn his own report over to the district attorney. He says he's comfortable in that role. In addition to nearly 30 years at all levels of local law enforcement, Ray also helped agencies beyond his own, working across the country with the federal government to implement recommendations for community trust building and use of force practices.
He's clever, he's thorough, he's logical, he's fair, and above all, he's interested in truth and justice.
J.R. Sims works with Ray at 100 Black Men Madison, and he said the DOJ couldn't have picked a better person to assist in this investigation.
Noble is bringing a set of skills that will allow him to, with no nonsense, look at the facts. He's not afraid to ask the hard questions. He's not afraid to deliver hard truths.
That included responses to his own department's shooting investigation in 2012, with a response not everyone agreed with. But the Wisconsin native Ray said he's honored to be called upon in 2020.
This is Wisconsin's moment of truth, and I want the best for this state and the people in this state.
Ray couldn't give a timeline for his role, and he's not sure now if that role will include giving a recommendation on final charges for the officer involved. Once he finishes, he'll give his findings to the DA in Kenosha, who will decide where we go from here.
Amy Reed, live downtown tonight. Amy, thank you. 6 Louisville police officers are under investigation for their actions the night Breonna Taylor died. Police shot and killed Taylor in March when they entered her apartment using a no-knock warrant. Today, the Louisville Metro Police Department said it's conducting an internal investigation that includes 2 of the officers who fired into Taylor's home and another who secured a search warrant. None of the officers involved in her death have been arrested or charged. A grand jury is expected to hand down its decision on whether or not to charge the officers involved in Taylor's death soon. And while they wait for that announcement, the Louisville Metro Police Department announced a state of emergency. Officers have shut down streets, created parking and traffic restrictions around Jefferson Square Park, where daily protests have been organized. Officials say the barricades won't block people from protesting, but rather will ensure their safety.
In the community, we've all heard the rumors. We all know something is coming. We don't know what it is. It's unknown to all of us. And quite frankly, we hope that all of this is simply not needed, that it will be a peaceful situation.
The crews also boarded up the first-floor windows of the Gene Snyder Federal Courthouse in downtown Louisville.
Let's get a check of the weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti has the forecast, and fall's off to a very nice mild start. Gary?
Started this morning, and you couldn't tell the difference between the last day of summer and the first day of fall. In fact, the first day of fall is actually a little bit warmer than the last day of summer. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. High temperatures will remain in the 70s into the weekend, probably middle 70s, mid to upper 70s through Saturday. Sunday will still be around 70 degrees. And then there is a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and early Thursday evening. Some of the moisture from Tropical Storm Beta may get pulled far enough northward to combine with the cold front, and maybe give us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms there. And then cool weather returns next week with high temperatures by Tuesday and Wednesday in the upper 50s. There'll also be some shower chances as well. Tropics remain very active. Beta is now a tropical depression, but you can see how the moisture is kind of dispersed and starting to flow northward a little bit. Powerful Hurricane Teddy is becoming extra tropical. It's joining forces with a cold front, and eventually will move through the Canadian Maritimes. And Tropical Storm Paulette still hanging in there. It fizzled and regenerated, but you can see not a lot of activity around the center of circulation, and that will probably fall apart over the next few days. You can see the moisture from Beta, which is now a tropical depression, continuing with showers into eastern Texas and Louisiana. Some of the rainfall amounts over the last 5 days, areas just south and west of Houston may have picked up close to a foot of rain, but additional rainfall looks like it'll be more concentrated toward southwestern Louisiana Louisiana and into the central part of that state, about 2 to 4 inches there. Beta right now, tropical depression, maximum sustained winds 30 miles per hour with gusts to 40 miles per hour. You can see most of the shower activity north and east of the center. But as it starts to move northeastward and eventually dissipates over the western portion of Tennessee or northern portions of Alabama, again, some of that moisture will get pulled northward into the Midwest ahead of a cold front. On weather track, you can see how far that moisture and the cloud cover is starting to get, even though we're staying pretty quiet. But there is a cold front to our north and west. Right now, not a lot of precipitation along that front. But again, as some of that moisture from Beta starts moving northward, this front could touch off a shower or thunderstorm by Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. We'll just have to wait and see how quickly the moisture catches up to the front. But right now, things very quiet across the Midwest. Temperatures are certainly above normal for this time of year. Mid to upper 70s through much of the state, lower 80s out west. Temperatures in Minnesota, Iowa, generally in the lower to middle 80s. On future track, you can see things stay generally clear for tonight. Tomorrow will turn partly sunny. And then as that cold front approaches from the north and west and some of that moisture with southerly winds kind of catches up to the cold front, notice by Thursday afternoon, maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance. Those will move through here by Thursday evening, and then probably we'll start seeing the skies clear out later in the day on Friday. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for skies to be partly sunny. It'll be hazy, very mild, high temperature at 79 degrees, and the 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those temperatures generally in the mid to upper 70s, nighttime low temperatures in the 50s, but notice what happens next week. Those temperatures turn cooler. We'll see some shower chances Monday and Tuesday, windy on Tuesday as well, and temperatures will stay around 60 for the early part of next week. So we take a look at first warn traffic right now. No problems on the Beltline or on the interstate. Traffic moving pretty much at the posted speed limits. Travel times on the Beltline, 15 minutes either direction between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison down to Janesville, it'll take you 26 minutes from the Beltline southward to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton. It'll be a 17-minute commute, as is the commute from downtown to Sun Prairie on US 151. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5. 2 months until college basketball is back. The latest on one college analyst's preseason rankings. We'll tell you where he put the Badgers. That's just ahead.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
I want to make it absolutely clear. Rioting is not protesting. Looting is not protesting. It's lawlessness, plain and simple. And those who do it should be prosecuted. Fires are burning and we have a president who fans the flames. He can't stop the violence because for years he's fomented it. But his failure to call on his own supporters to stop acting as an armed militia in this country shows how weak he is. Violence will not bring change. It'll only bring destruction. It's wrong in every way. If I were president, my language would be less divisive. I'd be looking to lower the temperature in this country, not raise it. Donald Trump is determined to instill fear in America because Donald Trump adds fuel to every fire. This is not who we are. I believe we'll be guided by the words of Pope John Paul II, words drawn from the scriptures. Be not afraid. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Former Badger running back James White is speaking out for the first time since the death of his father. In an Instagram post, White wished a happy birthday to his son Xavier and said, "I hope I can be as good of a father to you as my father was to my brother and I." White's father, Tyrone White, was killed in a two-vehicle crash in Florida on Sunday. White's mother, Lisa, is still in critical condition.
College basketball analyst, UW alum Andy Katz is releasing his preseason college basketball rankings. His alma mater, number 6 on his list. Ahead of the Badgers are Gonzaga at number 1, then Baylor, Villanova, and Big Ten rivals Illinois and Iowa round out the top 5. Katz says, quote, "Wisconsin lost only one contributing player from that late Big Ten title run. This is a team that doesn't need a big-time star." The college basketball season is set to get underway November 25th. The Badgers' schedule has not yet been released. And stay with us. We'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Celebrate and save during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's 65th anniversary sale going on now. To commemorate 65 years, we're offering incredible anniversary savings throughout the store. Like $20 off this pillow pet bed, just $14.99. Steelworks welding stock is 15% off. And Morton Clean and Protect softener pellets are just $4.99. Don't miss incredible 65th anniversary savings. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Joe Biden tried to cut Social Security and Medicare for decades.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Now, Biden's promising your benefits to illegal immigrants. President Trump is protecting Social Security and Medicare, lowering costs, expanding access, keeping his word.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Get up and get going. It's time to get your Fusion with a limited time offer. And well, let's just say more. Like Copilot 360, Bliss, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, adaptive cruise control, Wi-Fi hotspot, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Whew, that's a lot. What are you waiting for? Get to your Ford dealer today. Right now, get Fusion with 0% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 cash back. Or lease one for just $199 a month. Hurry in.
Garver. Garver.
Gather. Gathering.
Garver.
Gathering.
Garv.
Garvering.
A socially responsible gathering where a maximum of 250 people enjoy thirst-quenching drinks, delicious food, and the arts in a safe, clean, and touchless outdoor environment. Let's go garvering. Visit thegarverfeedmill.com for dates and details starting June 11th.
Brought to you by News 3 Now, Madison Magazine, and the Garver Feed Mill.
Lately, we've come to appreciate what home has to offer. Right now at Feldco, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll help keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. That's something we've been providing for almost 50 years. Let Feldco get you ready for colder weather. Buy one window, get one free now.
Final days. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
At iMart Express, you'll save on glasses for classes. For $79, get 2 pairs with kid-safe polycarbonate lenses and a free 1-year frame warranty. For a limited time, get a free upgrade to blue filtering lenses, a $250 value, all for $79.
We made USAA insurance for this season. When being a fan on a budget gets tough, our agents do the legwork so saving on auto insurance is easy. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News on National Voter Registration Day, the all-out effort from celebrities and athletes to get Americans ready to cast their ballots. That and more tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And enjoy that warm evening out there. Will it stick around for a while, Gary?
Well, temperatures will cool off once the sun goes down, but really it's not a bad day out there. The view from the WISC Skycam shows clear skies. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s right now. Boscobel's at 80, Janesville just shy at 79. By morning, we'll be down into the middle 50s. Look for another nice day tomorrow with partly sunny skies, highs in the upper 70s. But as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, there is a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Another chance Saturday, and then temperatures turn cooler for next week. By Tuesday and Wednesday, highs might not get out of the 50s. It'll be windy as well with some showers, especially on Tuesday.
All right, Gary, thanks. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.